Ready to go, ready to go, ready to go. Here we are. It's Tuesday, June 20th, 2023. We're doing the co-working a little bit here. Regular disclaimer here. This is messy. Go watch something else if you want. Nice. This is co-working, so we're going to be all over the place. But we do make some discoveries together. Check out the stuff on the screen there if you want to know more. And on that note, we're going to go get started. So, the goal for today is to create a templated kubectl-login plugin that can be customized. We already have written most of all of this code. What do I have for advice for new developers and DevOps engineers? My advice is to go watch the beginner boost. That's my advice. So co-working, by the way, means that, so go to skillstack.io, if it doesn't load, and then click on beginner boost. You can read the overview and the quick start and then follow along, right? Okay. That is my advice. Why is week 8 there? Week 8 should not be there. It should be like, first of all, it shouldn't even be there. It should be like down here. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So that's my advice to beginners. And it actually talks about who it's for and why I think it's the stuff you should learn, et cetera, et cetera. So if you're just joining us, a couple of you got a comment in before I was able to explain what co-working is. This is billable hours, so I am working as fast as possible. It's billable hours mixed with training hours a little bit. So I tend to work more than 8 hours a day, actually, in total. So I don't want anybody to worry, but I am on the clock, so I'm not going to be answering your questions necessarily unless they're related to the task at hand, which is, as I said, to create a kubectl-login plugin that's customized for my environment or anybody's environment, and to create a GitHub repo that is templated, which then other people can copy and replace their own CA, client credential information, all of that, so that they can save their end users from having to type in a bunch of extra data. I have a couple of requests from teammates that I've been working with as to making it easy. And so we're going to do that. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to carve out a spot on GitHub for this. So I'm going to go to my repo, and we're going to make a spot for it. So let's make sure I don't already have one. I don't think I do. Nope. Okay, so let's do this. Let's say create kubectl-login public. Would you like git ignore? No. Would you like a license? Yes. Bad credentials. GHauth login. Ugh. All right, give me a second. I didn't think I was gonna have to do that, but I guess I am. Looks like my GitHub authentication has expired, which is good. You want that to happen. You don't want it to. You don't want that to not work. I'm gonna go ahead and pause the video. Second here. All right, I'm gonna authenticate later. I'll just go ahead and make a repo and just do the development for now. And then I'll publish it to GitHub when I have it. I have to refresh my token. I don't want to do that on stream. So let's just go ahead and make a directory. Make directory kubectl-login. cd kubectl-login. Git init. Let's make it a Git repo. Is it a master? What is it about? I don't think it did that before. Git branch. Is a Git branch. Just main. Git status. Main. All right. So we're making a Git repo here to do this creation. Again, as I said, I've written most of this code already. So some of these files can be copied over, but I'm going to go ahead and copy each piece over at a time, one at a time, so I can make sure everything is really clean. So let's see. Go mod init github.com/rbxrob/kubectl-login. And this is going to be a binary at the top level. There's no packages going on here. This is an executable. We're going to say go work init, go work use dot ls, and we can go ahead and start making our program. At this point, we can actually copy over what I already have. from my lab. Let me see here. So we have a copy lab, Kate's, kubectl-login, keycloak, kubectl-login in here. And we'll copy over the main program. To here, we'll copy over the internal stuff. And we should almost be good to go here. All right, so I just have you guys have been watching me write this all along, a lot of you, so there's nothing new and special here. RDBX Rob kubectl-login internal. This stuff is all resolving as it should. There's hard-coded client secrets and stuff that correspond to my particular, internal stuff. This is nothing anybody need to be afraid of. This is a template, so, and again, client secrets are not a secret in this particular auth flow. It's a misnomer. So let's get this all going. We've been using assert authority. We're actually going to add some stuff to this, so let's just make sure it compiles first of all. Go install actually. No required modules provide. Oh, right. So let's do go get -u. That'll update all our dependencies with only the stuff that we need. The go sum file can get kind of messy if you don't reset it every once in a while. Install. Okay, so this should install. Now I should be able to do ktab. Oh, my exec bash. Wait, we don't have tmux yet, right? Okay, let's do that. Tmux. There's our timer and everything. All right, so ktab k-login. I now have a k-login. We'll check it. If I do -h, unable to locate info for cluster. That's interesting. Username RDBX Rob. Password. Realms prod well known OpenID configuration TLS failed. Signed by known authority. Yay, that's what we want. That's because we haven't added the root CA to this machine yet. It's exactly what I want to have happen actually, because I want this configuration that we're emulating is a situation where you have either a self-signed cert that Kubernetes has signed because you use kubeadm, or you have a cert that was signed that is not in your enterprise's general trust realm. So part of the purpose of this is to ship the root CA with it. So what we're going to do for that, tell us failed to verify search signature and authority. Okay, so we need to start adding the CAs to everything. And I can get by that error right now if I wanted to, just by saying, I don't know, let's see what it does to our kube config. Trying to decide if there's anything secret in my kube config. No, there's not, because I don't have any secret Kubernetes stuff that I've ever connected to, so I should be fine. Oh, damn. There's not even a kube config to be seen. Wait, did I do that right? Whoa. That's interesting. Okay, so wait, we didn't even get to that step because it was just trying to authenticate, which it could not do. Huh. Well, config. I don't have any kubeconfig set up at all. Yeah, it's still empty. Interesting. Well, I just realized something here. There's a chance that some people's not going to even have that file. So, actually, that should be fine as long as I use the kubectl command to add them. Yeah, this should all be fine. So, config set cluster server cert authority. Oh wait, I gotta get rid of that line. We're going to add that line back, I promise, but right now, no. Overview X from... Are my Minikube servers running? I mean, I haven't taken them down, so they should be up. Yeah, they're still running. Okay. Oh, no, this is... I can't even talk to my TLS server to get a token. That's what's going on. All right, so... All right, let's... I mean, that's different. That's... Yeah, your OIDC server should be in your root chain, and that's not a cert that... Yeah. I'm going to assume that you should be able to talk to your OIDC provider, right? I'll make a README. Assumes OIDC provider is trusted. TLS cert. TLS is signed by trusted host, trusted CA on host. So we're trusting the OIDC, but not the other one. Assumes that the Kubernetes API server CA is not in host CA trust chain. Okay, so the AP server, these are two huge assumptions to make in this particular template. But they're pretty common. So what that means is I actually need to take the root CA from, if I'm going to do this, because KeyCloak's got a different root CA, so I have to put that in the chain, which I've already done on the other hosts over here. Already done it. So it's in Etsy. What is it? Where is it? It's in, where is it? I can't remember. It's in Etsy. Is it PKI? No, it's Etsy local. I can't remember where the CA is. It's in CA certificates. Etsy SSL certs. No. It's in Etsy CA certificates. This is different. This is different than my other host that I was on before. Oh no. Let me check this. Okay, so we start up the OIDC Minikube, and this OIDC username, client ID, issue URL. This actually works without it knowing. Yeah. I did. Looks like I didn't have to configure the root CA because I already added it somehow to the host. That should not have been working, actually. Here, oh, no, here we go. Make sure you put the root CA into Minikube certs. Oh, that's where I did it. Okay. That's how I did it. All right. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Intern.ca got put into the certs file. Yeah. Now I remember. So it's Minikube SSH-p prod. Yeah. We actually found this. We found name. Gosh dang it. Yeah, there it is. Where is interim? that was weird. So we have root API server, VDA. This is the mount point. Search CA. I think it's under profile. Actually, there's a global sign cert and all that. No, it was, where was it? It was in, varlib minikube, I think. Yep. Varlib minikube certs. I want to say, oh, no. This is the Kubernetes certs. And then there were other certs that were put onto the system to allow it to talk. Yeah, and that stuff was in Etsy certs. Yeah. Yeah. I think, you know what? I think we removed it yesterday. No, there it is. How's it going, IRL? Oh, I don't know. It's hard to say. I have work to do. Yeah, I never know when I'm going to do an IRL stream. They're fun though, huh? CD into... God, where is it? I know... There it is. There it is. Okay, so this is what happens. When Minikube starts up, it starts up a new virtual machine, and any certs that are in .minikube/search get put into the user share CA certificates interim.pem and the Etsy SSL search interim.pem, and it updates the search chain. So that's what happens, and I need to do that on my other host that I'm doing my development on if I'm going to continue to develop on that. I could develop on this machine and not have a problem. Yeah, or I can set up that other machine to do the development properly. I mean, I'm kind of like on the fence on that. I already have a Go development box that I've been working on that has everything else set up. Then I have to copy those files over, and I have to configure that to do SSH commits to GitHub if I want to do it that way. But we already don't know. We don't have the GitHub commits working. So, all right, I've answered my own problems here. So I'm going to go ahead and just go back to that machine that I was doing the development on before without changing too many other things because I don't want to have to redo everything. So podman start-a kubectl-login is the name of that host I've been doing the development on. Here we go, kubectl-login. And this is everything I just talked about. So go install is already set up, and I can do k-login. I can't get pods, and I should be fine. So that's a different problem, by the way. That's because we got rid of prod.home, that whatever. Yeah. Oh wait, that's because we screwed up Etsy hosts on this box by restarting a new one. That's what happened there. So we can actually fix that right now. I don't want to spend a lot of time doing this though. Minikube file list. So prod is 39.243. $39,243. Prod.home.rdx.gg. Okay, get pods. Yay. All right, so we're working now. And this code is done, essentially. So a couple things that I need to do here. I need to make it so that it doesn't do root CA, it doesn't add that. So if I look at the kubeconfig file over here, this file should not have certificate authority here. We want that gone. That needs to be gone. Okay, so so this one is gonna be, and we're actually gonna go get the root CA by putting it in here. Let's go do that first. Well, what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a CA, and then we'll have prod CA. This is gonna be dev CA. Dev CA and MCA. A couple of things have to change. Internal needs to change. Auth needs to have a CA field added. I'm going to make absolutely sure they don't put the server cert in there, which will work and just be wrong. All right, so now what? Now we actually need to go get them. I'm going to put them at the end. I'm going to put them at the end because they're going to take up too much time. There's their constants. I mean, we could just do this. We could say ca.go and prod const prod ca equals, right? We have a prod, we have a dev. And again, we're assuming these are not in the trust chain of the host, which is why we have to add a certificate authorities. All right, so make sure I'll test possible formatting directive. Why doesn't log fatal have formatting support? Followed by a call to exit us. All right, so we got that. Now we need to get that stuff. Well, how do you get the CA for a Kubernetes cluster, right? How do you get that? I'm going to document how to do that in the main in the constant file, because this can be a template, right? We're going to document how to get these. To get the these certificate authority certificates, most reliable method is to grab them from the config map inside of a configured cluster. Note that OpenSSL S client methods will return the server cert not the actual CA, which will work, but is incorrect. All right, so how do you get these things? So kubectl config map. Wait, get km dash n actually dash n cube system. I forget the name of it. It's okay. Get cm dash n cube system. Damn it. There's something wrong with my login. I fixed it in the other one though. Okay, get cm dash n cube dash system. Wait, we might not be logged in. Yeah, we're not. All right, so to get this temporarily, I got to put that in there. Note that you may have to temporarily secure skip TLS verify to make the request for the config map. So that's what we have to do here. So k config set cluster prod dash dash insecure skip TLS verify k get pods. God damn it. K login password. K get pods. TLS failed to validate a certificate. I broke something before. What did I do? Yeah, I think I broke my Minikube server when I was messing with the search the other day. I might have to reinitialize the Minikube server if that's going to be the fastest. I'm going to look at this just really quickly to see if it's something else. I'm pretty sure I broke it on purpose, but I don't remember doing it. Oh, wait. It didn't put the insecure validate. What the hell? Why didn't it take it? It didn't take for some reason. That was weird. Oh, it's because of the login. It was because of the login. Yes. The login blew it away. That's what happened. Yeah. Yeah, the login blew it away. Yeah, I have that problem. I have to fix it. See here, right here. See, it set the cluster server. Yeah. Okay. So okay, that makes me feel a lot better. All right. K get cm dash n cube system, and then we want config map. We want tab. Let's see what we got. Cube root ca.cert, and specifically we want the JSON path, which I hate JSON paths, but I'm going to try it. Data dot ca dash crt. Yeah, there we got it. I don't know how to do JSON paths properly. I don't know how to escape the dots in them. I don't know what the syntax is. I should probably look it up. I actually don't give a shit. If I had JQ on here, sudo apt install JQ. I can just use something I actually know works. JSON pipe to JQ dot data dot ca.crt. This will actually work, assuming I can get it to work. Yeah, there we go. So it must be named something else. There we go. Data dot sysrtrt, not dash. Whoops. All right. So once again, I fucking hate JSON path. I hate it. It doesn't work. It's not. I would rather have JQ any day. There's the cert. So I can actually grab that cert and put that into main under prod. Oh, we put these in a ca.go file. So we'll go back to prod here. And there is our CA. Right? So that's the prod CA. Now, before we leave this thing, I want to look at it. Temp prod ca.crt. I'm going to do an OpenSSL to look at it. X509 in temp prod dash text dash no out. And let's go look at this. I want to look at the expiration time on it because this is set by Minikube. So this is the CA Minikube issuer. The common name is Minikube CA. Not before, not after. 2033. So that's a damn. That's like a 10-year. It's a 10-year cert. Yeah, that's a 10-year CA. So I don't see that expiring anytime soon. 2033. So I had to just check it. I wanted to check it really quick. Uses critical digital signatures. TLS web server authentication. CA is true. So this is an actual cert. Let me show you the difference between that and something else that people have been told to use wrongly on Stack Exchange. It's the number one answer on Stack Exchange, and it's wrong. It's dead wrong. No. So let's go ahead and go in here. We're going to go look at is it connect? Yes, S client show search connect to is it 39243? Yep. Okay, so if we go and do this, we will get an entirely different thing. Temp prod S client CA. Actually, this is the server cert. So dot CRT. And what we can do is we can actually we'll look at it. So as you can see right off the bat, it says that the issuer was the CA, but its common name is Kube API server. So this is a server cert. This is not the cert. This is not the CA. And people use this all the time. Good posture. Well, because I just have a good chair and do yoga. I haven't done yoga in a while though, but so what I'm trying to get at here is this is a server cert. So let's go look at that one, shall we? So let's look at server.crt, and you will see the expirations are totally different, right? So this is for 1 year. This is only for 1 year. The other one was for 10 years. So by default, Minikube gives you a server certificate for a year, a full year. And it gives out CAs. If it generates a CA, it generates it for 10 years. So that's interesting. But it's a very important distinction because this, even though this will work for authentication, this is not the right thing to grab, right? It's not the right thing to grab. So you should be grabbing the CA, and the only way to do that is to do it with the kubectl command to get this config map, unless you have the original file. That's the way to answer that question. And the Stack Exchange is wrong. It's wrong. It gives you something you can use, but it's wrong. And so there. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and, I mean, I've dumped all those in where I need them. Let's do the same thing for the other certs really quick. So I need to log into those other certs. It's probably faster for me to just edit the config file. I actually don't really need to do this. I mean, I'm going to do it anyway, just so I have it in the code. So whatever. .q config. So we're going to put skip TLS no verifies on this one. We're going to do that for now. We're going to turn all those back off later. So I have to log in. I have to log into dev. I just want to see what my file changed. Oh damn! Look at that. It overwrote it. Yeah, that's interesting. I did it again. Yeah. Okay. Get pods. All right. We are in dev now, so we can go do the other command. CM. Where is that thing? Where is that command? There. Okay. CA. Go. CTL get CM kube system kubeCA dash o JSON data.ca cert. And they can redirect however. Yep. There you go. That is the command. Let's do that. You know, it's funny. I can actually do the command right here. You want to see something cool? You want to see something really cool? Because VI is so awesome. I'm already logged in, right? So I can actually replace this line with the command bang bang bash. Damn. Oh, I put a K there. That's good. It's a good way to test it. See that? Watch this. Here we go. Here we go again. I'm going to take that command and magically transform it into its output. Bang bang bash. Boom. Pretty damn cool, wouldn't you say? Watch down here. I can do the same thing. In fact, well, I have to log in, but we'll keep one there. Bang bang bash. All right. So let's go log in. Let's go log into this. It's the MCA. K-login. Inf. And that probably blew out my insecure TLS, so I'll add it back. Yep, it did. So put that back there. Now we can go back to our VI file, our CA file, and we can execute our command and replace it with its output like a boss. Bash. Boom. Okay, so and now we have 3 certs that are the CAs for dev CA and imp CA PEM files, and we can write those to a file and use the standard kubectl command to add them. And we're going to actually also add, we're going to add this, we're going to add that. We're going to tell it where we want to do it from. And I think we'll say CA file. How about that? We'll go add that CA file. Now, we also want -- embed certs, because that way the file is a standalone file when we do that. Okay, so So yeah, we need to actually write those CA constants to files. You cannot do it without having it be in a file. So we now have kubeconfig. There's a directory, I think. Oh wait, we didn't write a reminder here. We need to do that. All right, so I'm going to come back and fix that. We kind of could put this. Anyway. Wait, this one can go. What's up? Why do I have a problem there? I have a problem. Main go line 40. Oh. What did I do wrong? Column 1, expect. I must have deleted something. VAC info, cluster information. Oh, let's see here. You know what? Let's put this all into a different directory called clusters. There we go. And we could call it clusters. And we could call it cluster instead of cluster info. So yeah, I've been wanting to do this anyway. We're doing the final cleanup here. Cluster info is cluster. Yeah, this is exported data, but it doesn't matter because it's in a main package. I'm actually realizing I could put that inside of the internal as well. I like kind of having it at the top level though. No, I don't want anybody to access this. Who am I kidding? I don't want anybody to access that. Clusters goes into internal. I don't want them to directly import it, which they could even in main. So let's do that. Clusters. We don't need internal cluster anymore. So we can't make this a constant, unfortunately. I wish we could. That'd be awesome, but we can't. People could actually modify this and add to it dynamically, though, if they're using internal things. So maybe they would want to change some of the values dynamically. That would be fine. Okay, so leaving it as a var is fine. Prod CA. I could actually make... The only reason it's there is because it's just going to make this ugly to read. That is really the only reason. We could actually make it an embed. Should we make it an embed? Should we make it a PEM file that we can embed? Yeah. Let me do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. All right, so copy clusters to prod ca.pem or CRT. ca.crt, no, ca.prod.crt. We could copy clusters to inf and to, this doesn't work at runtime. This works at compile time, so this is totally doable. Let's do prod inf and dev. ca-dev. This is the dev one, so we just need to make it the dev ca, just have it be a PEM file. I like this better because it'll make it so clean. We can actually make a directory for them. Let's do that. Make directory certs. CRT to certs. CDN to certs. Move C8 dev to dev.crt. Move ca.inf to inf.crt. Move ca prod to prod.crt. Okay. Put these into certificate. Whoopsie. These are certs. The thing that's cool about this is that will allow people to do OpenSSL stuff on the certs if they want to come. If they come across the source code, they could actually look at the information about the certs without pulling them out of the source code. So there is actually a legitimate reason to have it be to have these certs be their own files. Yeah, before I was like, it was kind of like, what are we getting with that? But I just realized there's a really solid advantage to having those be their own files, because people can inspect the thing. Plus, they can build automations that populate that file when they're doing auto builds. So they can do the whole CI/CD thing. They could make a system where that cert gets committed to the source code, and then the source code rebuilds it with the new certs in it. Yeah, that's super cool. So we definitely want that. We have prod, we have inf, we have dev. All right, so then we're gonna, oh boy, somebody's calling. Gotta answer this. Let's have a pause. All right, so we're back. Going to town on this. I want to get this done. Clusters -go. So we don't need this stuff anymore. We can do this instead. So we can say prod, change this to prod. We could say this is dev ca. Change this to inf.ca. And now we can just do embeds. Go embed certs /prod.crt. We can have another one for dev. The default is to embed it as a string. And if, all right, go test. Found packages, internal auth, main clusters. Oh, wait. Clusters, go to the top here. Go test. Okay, so undefined cluster. Oh, we have cluster info. This stuff can all go into clusters. Yeah, this one in particular right here. Info, to get rid of that. Okay. test and defined internal clusters. Oh yeah, we don't need the internal references anymore. So missing initial expression from prod.ca. I think the embeds have to be at the top, which they can be now. Before they were kind of problematic. I'm actually going to put a README in the search directory for that. Yeah. Let's do that. Make that shell. Make this all markdown. I take the secret authority certificates. That should be like a warning or something, but all right, that's good. That belongs there. I don't want that clustering up. Lol. Uh-huh. All right, so test missing initial expression for prod.ca. I must be doing my embed wrong. I have to go look it up. I think I have to import embed for it to work. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yep, I forgot. I forgot to import the embed. Embed. Did I do it right? No? Oh, it's a var. It's a var, of course. Of course it is. Not a constant, dummy. It tells it what to do. If you have a file system, you can import the type. It actually detects the type. There we go. Yep. Yep. Where is example interactive? Code test. I mean, screw it. Prompt test. I don't need it. It's doing what it's supposed to. And clusters go, got embedded. And we got all our data there. Okay, so this is nice. I'm very happy. So all we're doing here is making calls. So func main, baby. Wait, did we lose? We lost a bunch of stuff at the beginning of this. Damn it. I must have deleted more than I should have. Get tiff main.go. Move main.go.new. It's not a Git management because I'm doing on the bad me. I mean, we can rewrite it. It's not that bad. I have another copy of it already in Git, so nobody needs to panic. We're panicking. main. There we go. So we deleted too much. This stuff up here is still needed. Yeah, we deleted like all the way up to here. So let me go get it. Let me go grab that. Put that back in. May not go. I don't even care because Go is going to fix it because Go is my friend. Isn't that great? I don't even have to set paste because the Go language server, which comes with Vim Go, that's why you don't need NeoVim. Cluster prod. We're going to change this. Use current context if set. Unable to locate info for the cluster. Okay, so that's all good. All right, so if they actually have an arg, we're going to use that. All right. Damn, we're going to be done with this like before too far. I'm 55. How old is that? How shocking is it that I'm 55? Is that shocking? I hope for a good reason. Let's see. Main cluster goes prod. If like OSR is greater than 1, look, check up the current context. The rest of this stuff should work though. So, all right, we need to do the important part though. The important part of this is we need to create those files. So to do, create the CA file if not exists. Yep. Within .cube config, within .cube directory. So a couple things we have to do right off the bat. We need to look up the names of stuff. So first things first, home air a equals os.user home dir. All right, so that's important. And then we're going to have the cube dir is going to be the file path.join home with .cube. And then the cube config is joining cube config. You never ever want to put a slash there because you can never assume that that's the thing. You want to use file path joins. People do that all the time. It's so sad. It's a really shitty Go code. So now what? Well, we can go ahead and write that file to the directory. Let's see if this compiles. Oh, right. We need to redefine those. Let's do that first. You know, we actually don't need to know. Actually, no, we do need the kubeconfig file. So we need to do the reminder, const reminder. How you doing, QQ? Use the dashboard. Let's see. Your configuration has been updated. The config file updated config file. Because some people might have more than one. Dashboard at dashboard at, and we're going to give the dashboard URL so they can figure that out. And we're going to print that at the very end. So fmt front end reminder, comma, what's the first one? There's a path, yeah. Cube config. And then we want the dashboard. And the dashboard is for the given, yeah. Are we going to use the default namespace? I mean, I kind of want it so that it sets the namespace for the user. Yeah. So yeah, so that would be, the dashboard is localhost : Kubernetes dashboard URL. It's a standard URL. There it is. It's this big long ass thing. Yeah. Yeah, and you can actually set the namespace. UI can only be accessed from the machine where the command is executed. Yeah, so hey, how are you? So we'll do this. 8001 API v namespaces Kubernetes dashboards. I think that's probably a better dashboard URL to use. All right, so let's do that. Print that. That's it. Wait, we got all this CI stuff we need to fix. So, how about we do this? Let's say CI equals internal.clusters. There. Too many errors. Undefined cinfo. Cinfo cluster. Let's see. Yeah, I guess we don't need it. So cluster equals prod has CI equals internal.clusters. Do we have the cluster? CA file, line 48. CA file. Okay, so we need to make a CA file. So os.write the file to kubeconfig cube, comma, all right, fine. CA file path.join cube dir dash something.crt cluster, comma, .crt. Write CA file. What comes first? Shit. What is it? What is it? Is it IO right or file right? Something's still not right here. 32. I didn't know log fatal. Is there a fatal F? There is. Nice. Parental has possible forming directive, yes. 65. This should be printf, of course. Alright, there we go. So, where's my right? Where are you? Alright, let's try this now. This should give me some more help now that it knows what it's talking about. Apparently not. Roach write file. Derp. Of course it's write file. The data and then the file modes. Okay, so we want to write CA file, comma 06400 and convert it to bytes. You know, I could just load it into a byte slice, call it a day. Yeah, how about that? CI dot CA. That's what I'm going to do. Clusters. We'll make this a byte slice instead of a string. This is really just going to live as a byte slice. That'll make sure people don't think it's something else. Okay, so then what? Then we need to load that. Actually, the embed is going to have to change now. Yep, this embed is going to have to change to byte slice. And now we can read this stuff in. I mean, it's pretty self-explanationing. Go install. New variables on the left side of whatever. Oh, returns an error. Oh, right. Oh, right. Oh, right. If error log.panic fatal fatal F failed attempting to write cert for cluster. Nice. K login prod. It failed attempting to write cert for prod. Why? Probably. Failed attempting to write cert. How about this? To CA file. We still have to point our login to that, so. I failed attempting to write to home user cube prods.crt. Did I really do that? What a fail I am. What a fail I am. Oopsie daisy. Well, we're getting closer. No, we're really not. It's the same exact error. Why is it the same error, though, is the question. Did my install not work? Oh, there we go. Much better. Alrighty then. So there's where we have to go log in. I need to change that reminder though. It's because you have to run kubeproxy for do 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 do. Just to make it prettier. There we go. Whoa, I was like, I must have put a tab in there on accident. Yep. Cluster prod set. I need to take that out. Yeah. Yeah, I need to move this. We only want to do this. Use cluster, where is it? We only want to do use cluster if there is a command. If the length of os.args is greater than 1, then do this. Yeah. I mean, we should probably do, yeah, anyway. If not, using context. If using context equals nothing, then do that. All right, so if the args is greater than 1, using context. Okay, so do set using context. Using context. So do we need using context if we've got an argument? No. So if there is an argument, then we always are going to use that, and we're going to change to that context. If the argument is greater, if the length is greater than argument 1, then Using context equals using context. Well, we don't want to do that because we haven't set it yet. I got to think of the logic here. Because use context, you can't do a use context if there is no context. So we're going to say if detected context. And if they set a variable, if they do kubectl-login prod, we should always make it prod. And so we should not set detected context because we don't care. If they don't have a variable, if they don't have an argument, then we want to detect the context every time, no matter what. And even though we would change the context, if we do this, then it will keep the existing context even if it logs them into a different system. I don't know if that's expected behavior, though. If they provide an argument, then they probably implicitly want to change to that context no matter what. If they don't provide an argument, then we want it to get the implicit context. Okay, so I think I answered my own question. So this actually, we always want to have use context no matter what. Yeah, okay, that's good. That's good. That's easier. Okay. Yep. All right, so the only thing we have to do is determine what the default is. If they don't provide an argument, we should pull that up. So if they don't provide an argument and there's no context by default, then the cluster is going to be set to this. Okay, so if they have an argument, so if they have the argument, then we want to explicitly state that that's it. That is the new cluster, and that will also be the context. But if they don't have it, this is one of the few cases where an else actually works. We have to have an else. If they don't have an argument, then we have to grab the cluster from the context. So we have to detect. So we have to change it to the detected context. Okay, so I think it's just to get context, but I don't remember. Okay, config get context. View get contexts current context. Yeah. And we're using the K commands for all of this, even though they're heavy duty, it doesn't matter. So this is interesting because I actually have a case to use my out thing now. Yeah. People don't know what that is, what I'm talking about, but yeah, term. Oh wait, this is in my bonsai package. C exec out. There we go. That's what I want right there. This is a pretty standard shell thing to do, but it doesn't have a Go ubiquitous equivalent, so this is mine. All right, so Out returns standard output of the execute command as a string. So there's my standard stuff. Exec out. Now, why do I care? Because that, if it succeeds, will always give me the output. That was nested ugly code. It's not anymore because it got auto formatted. That's why I didn't bother to set paste. HashiCorp Nomad. Yeah, I wish Nomad were not shit. I do. It's not much. I imagine the source code of Nomad is a lot better than Kubernetes source code. Yeah. So, count how many people use Nomad versus Kubernetes in the world right now. Of course, a lot of people still use Node and COBOL and stuff. Out returns the standard output of the executed command as a string. I love HashiCorp. I think it would probably be really cool. I just don't think Nomad covers most people's bases. I wish it did. I really do wish it did. String errors are technology. Yeah. Anyway, so errors are logged but not returned. Yeah. Okay. So this is what we want. This is what we want. I'll do the main here. Yeah, if you can get away with Nomad, all more power to you. Most people can't. Use context. So let's just do else cluster equals internal dot out kubectl config current context. There. Go test. Oh, we don't need to detect it anymore. All right, so kconfig prod. All right. K-login. Unable to locate info for cluster prod. Oh. Oh, that's a nice happy error, isn't it? I love happy errors. They make me very happy. So we don't have a cluster called prod, apparently. I wonder if it's because I can't import it. Oh, I should be able to. The same package. There's right there. Very interesting. Very interesting. What did I break? What did I break? Cluster prod. Current touch export. Let's try this. Let's try this. Let's say, all right, first I want to try something else. Kconfig use context dev. I'm gonna try it again now. Unable to locate cluster for dev, so I changed it. That's cool, but it's not doing it. It's as if it can't see the stuff in internal. Yeah. Yes. CI clusters. Map string internal cluster. Huh. Do 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 do. All right, so now what? If not has, this is very odd to me. It's almost like I couldn't see internal clusters. I am concerned that I can't import it even into my own public space because I've misunderstood how internal works. I really hope that's not true. I hope that is not true. Clusters. Prod is a cluster, right? What am I missing? So damn. Well, that seems to have worked. Clusters. Cluster dot name. Huh. I wonder if it... Oh, I need to chop it. Look at those extra lines. I'm gonna need to chop it. Yeah. I thought it already chopped it. It's not chopping it. Yeah, I thought out did that, but apparently not. And it's got a line return on it. That's got to be it. Yeah, I'm confident this will work now. Did I do that right? Trim cut set. Trim space. All right. What do we got here? Do. We don't want to go further if we don't get a CI, so log fatal. Wait, what did I do here? I deleted too much. I did. I was too zealous. I was too zealous. There it is. All right. Damn it. Where's the C info? Did I add that back? Oh. Internal.clusters. Yay. All right, so I want to see if it logs me into dev. It should. Same information, but I did it. Damn, that's so good. That is so good. That is awesome. I have a, it's bothering me. There's a tab here. It snuck in. Okay. Okay, log in into dev because that was my current context. Booyah. Booyah, baby. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. Certificate authority is updated. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Dev is still enabled. It didn't take it away. Huzzah. Yeah, we're good, baby. We're good, baby. We're done. We're done. This is working. So, okay, get pods. This should work. Huzzah. Let's log into prod. Actually, I should just be able to switch to prod and have it work because I already logged into prod. Now, it didn't change my namespace to use default. And there's actually one last thing that I want to do, and that is to change, to set the context to the namespace of the user. And this is not something everyone's going to want to do, but we definitely want to do it in our cluster, my clusters. So, yeah. Enable locate info for the cluster. Secret. Fatal. Cluster CRT. Let me make sure those files are safe. So those are all read-only files. So we have a prod CRT file there, which is cool because we can do this. X509. I could actually make it so people could look at the certs. If I wanted to get crazy with that command, I could put some other cool stuff in there. I could. But right now, I don't really care. There we go. So there is the CA for a Minikube. And it is exactly what we expect. The only one left to log into is inf. And will this change my context? That's the question, right? It should. Yep, there we go. So no matter what, if I type in a context, it's going to change it, right? So, okay, get pods is now the inf cluster, which has a dashboard running in it. Wait. What's my namespace? Interesting. Why does it have so much running there? Oh, I did dash A. It has more stuff running in it. Why is that? Maybe because it's just longer. Why didn't the other one have dashboard metrics? I wonder if it didn't get loaded in Minikube. It might not have. It must be logged in. Wait a second. Did it log me out? How long is the token? You know what? We need to look at the tokens. We need to see how long tokens last. So let's look at that. Okay, again. You know what? I want to look at the token itself. Yeah. I mean, I don't think I can turn it into a PEM file right away, can I? Because it's going to have the stuff on the end. What the hell? Oh. Where's the dev one? There's a prod one. Okay, here we go. Certificate authority data. And the token for prods right here. So that was stupid. What did I do wrong? Oh, I know why I didn't do tmux. Silly me. Silly me. What the hell? I am such a fail right now. Give it to me, baby. Do. Yeah, this is, it's hard because, yeah, I just need to decode that. I don't think base64 is going to cut it. And I can't do... Because this doesn't have the slash resist at the end. I wonder... This is something I need to get better at. Config. Get credentials. Rename context. Get clusters, get context, get users. Users. Fraud. There's no get user. I think there's user though. I don't know. Place information in a config describe one or more contexts. Current context. Use context view. Display merge config. Nope. Rename context. Get users. Display user defined. That is not. Flags. Huh. Nothing. I was hoping it was going to dump the credential out, then I could just go grab it. I know it's a JWT, but I can't open it. Yeah. Yeah. We have a thing to distract the JWTs that we were using with base64 stuff. We were actually doing that earlier, and that's what I was trying to do. I can put it in JWT.io, I guess, but yeah, to do that I have to copy and paste it properly, assuming that'll work. Where is it? Oh, there we go. Okay, so it did work, thank God, even though it like put it all over. It fixed. I know what I like about it is it fixed all the crappy spaces and stuff. So SID at hash. What I'm looking for is how long this JWT token has been. When's it going to expire? Tuesday at 1:51. Interesting. So these JWT tokens are not lasting for a day. Yeah, I was afraid of that. Yeah. This is a problem. Because I need to look at how long these tokens last. Otherwise, people are going to have to log in every hour or however long this is. And that might kill our use of tokens versus the OIDC provider. Because if I configure the OIDC provider, which I can also do, I'm just going to take more time. If we write the OSCD provider information, then the refresh token should probably let kubectl do the right thing at the refresh interval instead of having it be rewritten every hour. So that's a big difference, and I need to be absolutely sure of that before I change it. Hello. I say default. So like if I do kubectl-login prod, I need to see if that's a factor of Minicube's default access token expiration, or if it's a factor of the refresh token combination using authentication provider as opposed to the token method. So yeah, that is a big deal. That's a really big deal. I have to figure that out, because if I have to force the users to relog in every access token interval, then that will not work. That will not work. It will not work. It will not be sufficient. Dot users dot and kubeconfig. I suspect this is going to be a couple hours tops. No, we're not doing that. We're doing something different. We're doing -- token authentication. So there's a lot of backstory there that I have to catch you up on. Yep. We're just doing. There's multiple ways to authenticate a Kubernetes cluster. One of them is -- token, and that's what we're equivalent. That's the equivalent of what we're doing. We're just saving it in the auth provider. Most of the time when people do this, they'll put a true auth provider, and most of those people will actually force a three-legged auth with the web server and copy and pasting the token, and then you better damn well have a refresh rate of once a day. Otherwise, you have to do that all the time. But I think because we're just doing it from the command line, because we're doing a resource owner password flow, that just typing login again is not that big of a deal. But I need to know that. I need to know what that default expiration is going to be, and I need to be able to look at it. So by looking in the auth token, so this is going to expire at 2:22. So that's like a 5-minute token. Yeah, that's not going to work. Yeah, I mean, it's not. I mean, for my default stuff, that's the way it's set up, and that's set up because I set up Keycloak to do that. But what I need to do now is I need to go look at work. I need to go see what the expirations of our tokens to see if using JWT tokens as authentication mechanism is going to be sufficient length of time. If not, I have to switch the whole thing over to OAuth again and use the OIDC arguments, which I can do. I've already done that. That's the way I've been doing it all this time. We thought we had come across the access token, the JWT token. It's not access, actually, it's an ID token. So that if we do that, then the refresh token will get us the rate, and kubectl behind the scenes will take care of authentication against the provider for the length of the refresh interval, which I have a feeling is a full day if we use the OIDC one. So that's some information. I got to take a break really quick. I'll be back at it in a bit here. Yeah, YouTube, I'm back. Okay, so it turns out the Keycloak default expiration is an hour for a JWT token using the OIDC. That's what we're looking at here. Actually, no. It looks like it's a minute. So I was able to confirm that that is not consistent with what we're using elsewhere. So I'm going to go ahead and change that in my OIDC provider. I have Keycloak here. I'm going to go change it. Let's go see. Let me go reload here. We set this up a week or two back, my Keycloak provider with the root CA. And we're going to go to, let's go to prod first. I'm trying to figure out expiration, and I imagine that's in sessions. This is the current session, okay. I don't know where to set this, so I'm going to go look in Keycloak and figure this out. This is the reason I set it up, because I want to be able to understand how to manage this stuff without breaking my system. Messing with expiration dates on certs is not the kind of thing you want to do in your production environment. It doesn't look like it's a factor of the client. It looks like it might be a factor of authentication. Direct grant flow, OpenIDC Connect Resource Owner Grant. No. Browser-based authentication, browser-based. We're looking for the OZA Resource Password Grant. I don't know where it might be, so. I imagine there's a setting. Let me just do a quick search on the internet. Increase expiration on JWT tokens in Keycloak. Keycloak uses 3,600 seconds as a default for OAuth. Yeah, but see, that's for OAuth. That's not for grant type password. I'm able to update the access token lifespan at the realm level. Okay. So access token lifespan. Access token. What to device code lifespan? 10 minutes. That's it. We found it. Oh, I thought we were using 512. I moved to 512 on my other stuff. OS device 2 OS device pulling interval. Short recursion UI device authentication flow. We're not using device code authentication, so we don't need that. Refresh tokens, access token. In general, OAuth device code lifespan. Okay. Access to a lifespan is 5 minutes. Client login timeout. 1 minute. It is recommended for this value to be shorter than the SSO session die timeout of 30 minutes. Interesting. Okay, so... Huh. Max time before access token issue to OpenID Connect. Implicit flow is expired. We're not using implicit, we're using grant. Max time before an access token is expired. The value is recommended to be short. Client login timeout. Max time a client has to finish the access token protocol. What would be 1 minute? But yeah, none of these are. These are totally different for grant type equals password. So I have a feeling what's happening is that this is mislabeled and that this is actually the client login time is actually what's defining the total time for the token. So like for example this this was issued in 1417 and 1422. 17. Wait, I get that right? So June 20th, 17, June 20th, 2023, 17. So 5 minutes would be 22. So that's 5 minutes. Whatever that is, it's 5 minutes. Let's go look. 5 minutes. Access token lifespan. Oh, phew. All right. Well, that makes me feel better. So I know how to change it now. See, this is why I'm doing this. I'm so happy about this. I know you think this is silly, some of you probably, but I am so happy that I spent the time to set up an actual Keycloak server running with a root CA in my home environment, because it took me, like a couple hours to set this up, but I can't go in there willy-nilly and change access token lifespans on even my development Keycloak instance at work. I can't do that, but I can do it here. I can do it here and I can see what it's going to do. You know what I'm saying? I can come in here and say, I want to change it to 24 hours, which is exactly what ours is, right? It's like, oh, you should not do that. Okay, 1 day. How about that? It's like, you should not do that. It should be 30 minutes. Well, they don't know our requirements. So, because I'm using grant type equals password. So anyway, this is super cool. I can go down here and save. Warning. 1 day. This value be shorter than the SSO session idle timeout, 30 minutes. Where is SSO idle time? Where is that? See, that probably has been something. SSO idle time. Time a session is allowed to be idle before it expires. Tokens in browser sessions are invalidated when a session expires. So we should change this to a day. 1 day. There. And I imagine that if I look at my production configuration, it's probably similar. I'm guessing it's similar. So those have been updated now. So now when I go get a token, I should be fine. I should be fine. So let's go pull down another token. Wait, what? I've been screwing around too much. Okay. Please tell me it's still up there. Yeah. Podman. Attach. Okay, login. All right. Get. Well, let me see here. Okay. Get pods to be. No, you're timed out. Okay, login. All right, so I'm logged in prod, and let's see before I do this. Reminder needs a blank line, actually. All right, so go install. Okay, log in. There we go. So then I do this. I say, okay, get pods and it'll work. And then I do, we should do something that has things on it. How about nodes? How about that? And then what? Here's what's in the kube config. So this got updated, prod, this token got updated. We're going to grab that token in a second. And our certificate of 30 data was updated automatically. It doesn't ever change though. So that's good. And then we can YQ that. Let's YQ that config. And we can YQ the users. We want the third one. And that's going to be data or whatever. And then token. I don't even need that. I could just copy this. Copy this out in jwt.io. I could just pass it to base64 and do that. We did that. We got a little script to do that the other day, and I don't remember where it is. Yeah, it was separating the dots out and stuff. So here we see there's our expiration, which is Wednesday the 21st at 0043. So what time is it right now? 00. So that's weird. It's not exactly a day. Oh, it's GMT. Oh, never mind. GMT -4. Yeah. It's GMT -4. So that's fine. That's the right time. So that's 24 hours. That's 24 hours. This is probably Unix daytime, I'm guessing. Is that Epic time? Date. I can't remember which one is it. I think it's E. Is it U? I can't remember. Do. I can't remember. Format. I cannot remember my day command. There it is. It's plus, of course. Of course it is. What is it? What is it? ISO. Is it you? And date. There's one that's already the ISO. I can't remember what it is. ISO week number. Day of the week. Where's the Unix Epic? Where's Epic? There it is. There it is. D at use Python. You're funny. You're so funny. June 21st, which is, look at that. Exactly 1 day away. So that's working. Yeah, I'm going to install an entire language just to look up a date. Yeah, what a great idea. Okay, where? I'm gonna assume you were kidding. All right, so, all right, let's see here. I think we're done. I think all of our concerns have been addressed. So the main concern that I just had that we resolved was I was terrified that I was going to have to do the authentication refresh flow uh, using the OIDC data inside of the users, the auth info in the user section in kubeconfig, because I knew that we had like a full day expiration. It turns out that our key click was just configured to go for 24 hours. So problem solved. I'm done. I'm like literally done with everything I needed to do for today. So I need to get this committed and make a couple changes. So this code is golden. So let me just do a little bit more user testing here. So the first thing we wanted to do is we wanted to respect the current context, right? So the default context is prod, but if I have got this current context set to, this is the change I have to make sure works. If I am using the context of inf and I want to log into inf, right? Then I need to do, here we go. So I said k login, and it should default to inf. It doesn't tell me. You know what? Let's actually add a little explanatory comment there that tells you what thing you're logging into. We could say like enter information in. Just give me a second here. I'm gonna pause it and put some videos. I have to ask a question at work. I love the people that I work with. Can I just say I hope everybody gets a team like mine. My team, seriously, I would take quite a bit more money, and frankly, I think I probably do, just to work with this team. They're so cool. They're funny. They make me smile. All right, so what I was afraid of is I might, by putting a text-based prompt here, I might break some existing dependency, right? Because it's putting username and password there. There could be some idiot out there who's using something like expect or whatever, old school, to detect the username and password and pass it in. And frankly, if we break those people, we want them to be broken, because you should not be hard coding that kind of information out there. Oh, damn. New problems. Anyway, so let me finish this up. I'm going to wrap this up really quick. What I was asking is, what I want to do is I want to tell everybody what cluster they're logging into before we prompt them for the username, right? So if we get to this part, we should actually very politely, give them a little message. Say println. Let's say enter. Please enter login information for. And then we'll put it like this. So I could do that, or I could say current context. I don't know. What should we say? And then we put this here. I'm going to change this to an F. And then we need the cluster. I know it's a small thing, but I use doubles on this now. Damn it. All right, so k login. Reasons for login information for inf cluster. You know what? Oh. Okay. Let's see. If cluster. Updated config file, user then config. We should probably say something about the certificate authority file written to blah, right? More information is better in this particular case. So I want to tell them that they can go use that if they want to go see that. What is it? Cluster CA file, right? We could say root CA we could say the root CA file, and that would be %v. We don't actually use that file, so somebody might use it, but somebody's going to tell me to shut this up, and I'm going to be like, whatever. I'm going to put, instead of root CA, I'm going to put cluster CA. Cluster CA file. I mean, they have access to it, so we might as well give it to them. Gonna give it to you. Config file. CA file. So then we login. Say cluster CA file. Dashboard. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's good. Yep. Let's actually check that. So if I do curl, I should be able to curl this. I know I have to start the proxy. That's the only problem. I forgot about that. kubectl proxy. Put that in the background. I'll get rid of it in a second. It's just easier. Dashboard. Damn it. Oh. There we go. The dashboard is running. The dashboard is up and running. They can go to it and have fun with that. I am very happy. So, next. Well, one last thing. Always one last thing. I want it to be pretty. Oh, so pretty. I want these to line up so there. Why is this URL so freaking long? I didn't make the rules. That's the Kubernetes problem. I don't like that that's true, but whatever. I just don't like it. Okay, login. There we are. CRT plus CRT. We open SSL X509 in this file here. Oh, whoopsie daisy. It just showed me the cert. Yes. text is what we want. No out. There we go. My VI is alias to Vim because I've been typing VI everywhere. I'd rather memorize VI than Vim because I'm on systems that use VI only. Some call V. So I would rather my muscles memorize the letters VI, which supports on any system that has Vim installed. And then if I want to use NVI on BSD, I can. If I want to use NeoVim, which I don't, there's no reason to use NeoVim ever. No justification for it. No one has ever given me a solid answer as to why they use NeoVim that matters. So I don't use it. I'm like, why are you using it? Because I want to use Lua plugins. That's not a reason. Like, why are you using Lua plugins? Because I want this fancy prompter or some shit. I'm like, you can do that without that. Like, yeah, but it's easier with Lua. Yeah, but now you can't use your Vim Farsi on any machine except for one that has NeoVim. I talked about this in the beginner boost, and it tends to be a topic that comes up a lot. So yeah. Anyway, I got nothing against the people who made NeoVim. Wonderful people who apparently really liked coding for Roblox, because then they made an editor. NeoVim is Roblox. Roblox for VI people. I mean that in the best way possible for a company that actually banishes you if you use Linux. Roblox, I stopped liking Roblox as soon as they started banning people for running the game on Linux and detecting it. They would just detect that they ran the game on Linux and they would be permanently banned for hacking. Go look it up. It's pretty damn disgusting. Because they say they were cheating and they were stealing money, and no, they're just running it on Linux. You idiots. So, and I was not one of those people. I was considering teaching coding using Roblox because it's got a really great language. Lua is a great language to learn if you're a kid and you're 9. Anyway. We are done here. So go, let's see. I don't know what else to test here. It's like everything's just working. Oh my God. Get contexts. Let's change the namespace actually. Yeah, let's do that. In my particular system, I am going to set the context to the default. Okay, see here it says change back to user. We're going to make this into ci.name. And no. Into user. Not everybody's going to want that. Some may prefer default. So, but I want that. So when I log in, it's going to automatically make me a and now there's no namespace called that, so this will fail. Yeah, so that's fine though. That's totally fine. Wait, did it create a namespace for me? I think it did. Oh my God. It did. It did. No. Ah. Oh, it didn't. Never mind. So it's very common. It's common to create a namespace that matches the user identifiers. So when you set up a new person, you set them up a namespace so they can do all the stuff, and that becomes the default namespace. So rather than default, and I'm pausing because I think I could probably, in my little start minikube thing here, I could actually make that. It's not that hard. I just needed to create a namespace. I mean, I'm already creating a cluster admin here. Yep, I'm just going to add that right here. I'm going to put kubectl create ns artifact rob. Yeah. Create ns artifact rob. There we go. No resources found in namespace. Okay, pod. Should we create pod? What can I do? What can I do? I have to get a. I'm trying to think what I could do really quickly. Like a Docker pod or something. Just to test it. How about a config map? That's easier. Blah. Okay, get all. What? Why didn't it do it? It should have done it. Oh. Wait, shouldn't it have put it into my namespace? Okay, get CM. It's there. Why didn't it do it on a get all? Because the get all doesn't get it, does it? It only gets other stuff. Wait, what? Why do I have a kubectl? Oh, config maps must not be per namespace? What? I am confused. I must have created a namespace in the default. It didn't create it in the default namespace. That's very odd. I have to figure this out. All right, okay, good. And this has nothing to do with my immediate task, but I want to do it anyway. Okay, get cm blah dash. Oh yeah. Well, metadata name blah namespace artifact rob. It did it right. Does this root CA in my namespace? That is weird. How is that in my namespace? How is that in my namespace? Is that because I set up the dashboard? That should not be in my namespace. Or does everybody get it by default? That's very odd. I have to check some things here. Cube system. Okay, so there, I guess everybody gets one. I did not know that. I did not know that. Yeah. Alrighty. Alrighty. I know what to do now. So, I mean, that's neither here nor there. It's just weird because I created a config. Yeah. Every new namespace is getting a copy of the CA. You know, that's kind of cool though, because it just, I mean, that's just cool. I learned so much today about default behavior on Kubernetes and how wrong some of the information on the internet is about dealing with CAs, particularly with regard to Kubernetes, even with self-signed certs and Minikube. You know, because you don't want the self-signed cert. You want the CA that has been registered with the cluster. Boom. That's what you want. And that's how you get it. I'm going to make a very succinct video about what that exactly means at some point. Right now, we're just going to do this way. I need to go here first, though. I need to go update my lab really quick because I just changed some stuff. So SCP home, blah, blah, blah. Start OIDC. Wait, is that on? It should be there. Okay, copy that to here, please. Okay. This is the lab. This is github.com/rdbxrob/lab if you want to go follow them along. -m Minikube. So I actually have a script that starts up a Minikube infrastructure that simulates 3 clusters that directly model what I have at work for the most part. So I can practice operational tasks in my lab here without fear. I need to put a little note here. Create the intermediate CA. Extend SSA. Is that it? Sessions to 1 day. Extend access token expiration to 1 day. Yep. Configure Minikube TLS. Received to Chrome. We did that. Let's see. Let's request to go. Bum 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 bum. Readme-m add under about token expiration lengthening. Gosh dang it. Hit push. All right, so we are back to where we were, and we have got all our stuff signed up here. I'm kind of out of other things to do here, so one more shot. I mean, I really think it's ready to commit, actually, and be done. So go install, go, no, k config get context. So we're still in inf. Kubeconfig. We've got our data here already saved. So that's all good, well and good. You know what I could do? No, that would be insecure. I was thinking for a second that I could actually make a TLS insecure request against the Kubernetes cluster to get the root CA and then populate it into the file dynamically so I could check for it, but it only changes every year. So having a new binary that has it encoded in it is safer than pulling it down, because somebody could man in a middle attack to hypothetically the request for the root CA, and then after that. So yeah, that's a no. That's a big old no. Big old no to that. But it just occurred to me that was technically possible, because that's exactly what I did. I just did it by hand. So very interesting stuff. These tokens are going to last as long as needed. And I don't have to do anything else. It makes my kubeconfig file very, very simple. One more time. K-login. Now, it's also not remembering my username. And I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to make it remember my username. Yep. I'm going to make it do some things that are somebody else might not want. But it's going to save me time typing. What we could do is we could actually have it. We could actually have it just show you the username. So if you press enter, it like uses the same username, right? Yeah, let's get that. Let's go grab that latest username. So I mean, it's a slight advantage. Actually, I'm going to put you on pause. I'm going to ask my teammates what they want. We're just going to go ahead and keep it this way. We're not going to add a lot of. I think you should type username and password in every time. There is kind of an argument to allowing the username to be detected from the current context. The problem with that is if you actually force that in there, then you can't log in as a different user. You might, so let's say if it assumes you're the current context, it wouldn't even give you the prompt to enter the user, right? Unless we give you the prompt for the user to say, hey, we're going to use this user, now type enter. All you're doing is saving the keystrokes to type enter, and it's your username. It's something you type like every day, multiple times a day for different things. So in fact, I think it would actually break the workflow of people to not type the username and just throw them at the password prompt. They would type their username and the password, get it wrong, and they have to do it over again. So that's, I'm just going to leave that. I'm going to leave that. I think it's good. I think it's good. I think that is good enough. Go install. Let's make sure this is fine again. So go, it's okay. Log in one more time. And it keeps where I was. If I do that again, it will do the same one. If I do dev, it will do dev. There is no dev cluster. And that will send you to there. I wonder if I should clean up the print log statements so they don't have timestamps in them. Should we do that? Yeah, let's clean up the printf stuff so it doesn't have timestamps. And that'll be the last thing to do. I mean, because it's not like they're going to run k-login. It's got an interactive prompt, right? I mean, I did build in environment variable support for the login. So strictly speaking, no, this is interactive. This is 100% interactive. Oh no. Are you trolling me? So yeah, let's go ahead and do write a kernel and get $300 in Rust. You could write a kernel in Rust in a few hours probably. Strictly speaking. Yeah, I'm not going to do it right now though. That would be fun. That'd be fun, yeah. There's plenty of people who can do that. Where's Gamoza? Gamoza does it all the time. Yeah. $300 is nothing to me. By the way, it's nothing to me. I can spit and make $300. So, I'm sorry, that sounds really arrogant. It's the truth, though. So, if you're going to have to entice me with more money than that, you can write a kernel for $300? I mean, it's okay. It's not nothing. It's a lot of money. Yeah. I'm sorry. What are we doing? I got to stay focused here. Okay. So we're compiling. We already did that. And now, I mean, okay. So what I'm trying to decide is whether I want to disable, you know what I do? I'm going to disable any of the environment variable prompting, that I had for convenience because it's insecure and I don't want to allow people to do that. Especially since we're dumping stuff to standard out, which is not logged and not timestamped. So this is 100% an interactive tool. So again, I'm going to drop the auth stuff. In fact, in internal, I'm probably going to combine, I don't know, we'll see. Let's see if I can combine this stuff. So, is interactive prompt hidden. I think it's in auth. Is it an auth? Is it an auth? Yeah. Here we go. So, yeah. So I'm not allowing environment variables. Prompts for username and password. We're going to get rid of is interactive. We're going to get rid of all that. I added all of it. I'm getting rid of it. I am getting rid of it because there's no reason to run this program unless it's interactive. Yeah, I don't know if I want to allow those environment variables. I am really torn on this. I'm torn on it. Some people out there might want it, but I don't think they should do it. I think it's a bad idea. I coded it to do it, but I think it's a bad idea. I still think we should check for interactive, though. The reason being that somebody might try to run this program some other way. I never ever want to prompt a user for anything unless I am running interactively. Because I hate programs that block. Programs that block because they're waiting on interactive prompt. So if somehow somebody ran this code, which they should never do, but if they did, it would block. So I'm going to check for interactive. Unless with speedy compies nowadays, yes. M1s. Oh, damn. We are blessed with speedy comps. This is definitely true. What I'm doing right now is I'm getting rid of code that I don't need. Anything that I don't need, I'm getting rid of it. So, frankly, I don't need this. 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 And I don't need this. Sometimes less is more. And that's what I'm doing. So, yeah. We can actually drop that. I don't need the auth test anymore either. The exec and the prompt I almost don't even need. Prompt I need. Prompt is here. Detect interactive. We don't need this. We don't need it. I spent all the time adding it. Now I don't need it. I don't. I am being brutal. It's like the final cut of a movie where all those scenes are really good. They'll be in the extra notes. Prompt hidden read. Prompt. Yeah, less code the better. This I don't even need. I don't need this either. You know why? Because I can just do a map string interface. A map string any. Yep. Boom. That's gone. That is gone. Man, I am slicing everything. Yes. This is going to be so much better. All right. So this is going to return. I am just going to return a map. A map string any. There, I could have made that a separate type. I don't need to. Suitable for logging. Do response data as a map string any. Yep, There, see what I did? It's kind of a lot to write there, but who cares? Yep. This is good. This is good. Header equals blah. Equals blah. Equals new blah. Equals new map string any. Yes. Return RESP. Wait, is that a... Wait, what? Oh, wait. No. We had it right. All right. Like breaking my code because I want to... Yeah, baby. Look at how much less code. I'm so happy. I'm happy. Yep. And oh my god, it's like so much less. It's the new improved light version of the code. I know I broke stuff there. I did that on purpose though. Yep. Username. Here's what we do now. User equals internal dot prompt. Username. Password. Sherbert Lemon. Goes. K-login. K-login. Big shrub. Password. Uh-oh. Can't have that. Silly me. Prompt hidden. Ooh, see? That's what we want. Damn it. Password. Okay, get pods. No things found in my namespace on what? Okay, get nods. I cannot die today. I'm on dev. I didn't realize I was on dev. I guess I must have logged on dev before. Sherbert Lemon. We'll do two pronouns. I was like a shell script. I'm a little ashamed of that. I'm not gonna lie. Password. There we go. Dev is set. Get nods. Can't get no nods. Okay, get nods. Prod. All right, last one. Inf. Okay, get nods. Yep. Booyah. That is a working code base suitable for publishing as a template, which is what the goal was. And then anybody can copy the template and then change out their own values and you're good to go, so to speak. Yep, you're good to go. You have your own K-login using OIDC. You'll have to change your values, obviously. I mean, what would you have to change actually, though? You'd have to change this. You'd have to change your package names, of course. If you were going to do your own, what would you have to change? You'd have to change the package names, and you'd have to change the internal settings. But the only thing internally you'd have to change is the clusters file. You'd have to update the clusters file with your own data, and then you'd have to change the internal certs. You'd have to load up your own certs there, and that's that's completely described inside of here. So there you have it, everybody. You can make your own OIDC customized login, K-login plugin very easily and securely, and do not disable insecure skip TLS verify. And you're good to go. You're good to go. Here's how you get your CA, whether it's Minikube or something else, and such. So that's it. That code is finished. I'm going to copy that code over and be publishing it up to GitHub. I suppose I can do that while we're watching, but I don't know how many people want to see that boring task. But we shall proceed. All right, so the first task is simple. CD shared. ls-l kubectl login. Yeah, we need to remove this. Make sure it's not the same thing. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to make a tarball rather than rsync that. I'm just going to tarball it. It's going to be easier to copy. Plus, if I screw it up, I'm not going to be dead. You know what I'm saying? So tar cvf czx, no, cvf kubectl login. We want kubectl-login.tgz. Yep. All right. So tar, here we go. Already got our tarball. And then I can copy the tarball. So then I can copy kubectl-login.tgz to shared. Come over here. It should be on shared. It should be there now. Wait, what? Wait, what? What? It's not there. It's not there. Oh. That's why. I thought I needed a sudo. We'll copy that into shared. Into our shared directory. Now it's here. l/l. Can we see it? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. So over here, we can just copy it. SCP from home. Shared. kubectl-login.tar. Copy that here. Oh, yeah, Doris is at work. My lovely Doris. You know what we can do now? Yeah, now we can get rid of all this other jazz. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I could probably just extract it right here. You want to try it? Yep. Do like a go install. xcvf. No. xzvf. kubectl-login.tgz. Boom. Oh, kubectl login. Main. Should be all good to go. Yep. All right. So what do we have here? README. Customizable. kubectl login plugin for OIDC. Password. What do I want to call that? Assumes yeah, that's what we got. And then what? Then what? Okie dokie. We're going to do a build, shall we? Now, this, frankly, damn. This is going to allow me to log in from this machine. Holy shit. I'm able to locate info for cluster blah. That's interesting. That's a new error. It's because we didn't have a default cluster set. I found a bug. Yep. So if there's nothing there, yeah, look at that. So right here we need to say, we need to say current like this. And we can say if current is not equal blank, then override it. Otherwise, don't. Yeah. So see how it assumes prod now? Why didn't it do exit status 1? Oh, because of this. Yeah. Because there's no current context. Yeah. Current context not set. Yep. What I need to do is be able to tell that to shut the hell up. Yep. Exact. If it doesn't equal nil, then go ahead and give the error. Yeah. Just give me a second here. So go install. Go. Wait. What am I doing? Yeah, so that exit status 1. Do. Yeah. We need to, here. All right. I'll make a new thing. Quietly. Be quiet. Don't make noise. Um, Okay, so give it to me, baby. I don't know why that song is in my head. It just is. It just is. Do 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 do. I really don't need any of this, but I did it anyway, and I did it my way. Out. Quiet. Go install kubectl-login. There we go. Damn. Oh, can't talk to the TLS server because I don't have me the things in my realm. I need to go get those. You know, I have those someplace. Wait. All right. CD dash CD into, was it NC CA something? CA certificates. Update dash D. I don't remember how to add a cert to Ubuntu. I can't remember the directory. It's actually in lib someplace. It's user, okay, it's user local share CA certs. There we go. All right, so user local share certificates. SCP home, whoopsie daisy. All right, fine. SCP home, whatever. Shared interim. Push that in temp. Interim is open. Okay, so copy temp interim to here, and then was it update CA certificates? Boom. Boom, baby. Boom, baby. Boom, boom, shakalaka. Here we go. Oh, God damn it. Failed to attempt to write to cert. Why could it not write the cert? Was there not a .cube directory? Oh, I bet there's not. I bet there was no cube directory yet. Yeah. Wow, this is very illuminating. No file directory. So, my friends, we have to add it if it does not existeth. Because we can't add the cert until there's a directory. If I do these in a different order, though, if I add the servers before I do that, it should work. But I can't. It's the chicken and egg thing because I have to be able to point to a CA file, and I can't have the CA file, and there's no directory there. Yeah. So I have to make the cube directory if it existeth not. If it doesn't exist, I have to make it all by my lonesome. And it is, what perms? It's a 7, what's that? I want to say that's 744 perms. I can't remember. I think it's 755 perms on that. Yeah, I think it is. I'm going to check. Make directory, temp blah, lsl temp blah, d. Yep, schmod 755. The executable of it means you can browse inside the thing. the directory. And that is the identical perm. So 755. All right. So assuming the same umask, which we always do, probably wrongly, but everybody does, then we can go ahead and add that. I mean, if you fuck with your umask on your host system, you deserve what you get. I don't know if that's true. Don't trust me on that. I'm just saying, cube. There is no cube. There is only Zool. There is no Dana, only Zool. Wait, I have effects. I should put my effects on. There is no Dana, only Zool. There is no Dana, only Zool. There is no Dana, only Zool. That's so fun. All right. What am I doing? It must be the end of the day because my brain is all gone by the end of the day. I'm the scat man. Cube config. We need to make a cube dir if it don't exist. To do make cube. I could write it faster than the to do. I mean, we could just go make it. Who gives a shit if it's already there? Yeah, we'll just like let it fall on its face. os.make dir cube dir zerp 0755. Yes, sir. Why are you pulling up man pages? My Go code is pulling man pages up. It doesn't know it's Go code. That is so funny. Obviously, my container here has got a problem. It does not know this is Go code. It thinks this is shell code. It's kind of cute that it thinks that. Oh, but it says go down the bottom. What the hell? Okay, something's not configured right. What else is new, right? What else is new? This is why people don't use Linux. There's like a million things that could go wrong. And they're like, oh my God. You should use NeoVim instead. I have no idea why that's happening, but it's kind of cool. I was really just trying to do this. Go doc. Oh, I know why it's happening. I don't have any of the tools installed over here. Yeah, I forgot about that. That's why it's happening. Yes. This is like a really old image that I haven't updated. In fact, let me prove it to you. I'm going to prove it to you. I know you don't care. Install plug install tab. There. You see, watch. Vimgo revive not found installing off of the internets. It's going to take a little bit further to do it, but it's going to get it. It's going to go get it. It's going to take it a while. Elapsed time 15 seconds. I tell you what, I'll put some music on and tab and pause for our YouTube viewers. Do you know what's happening? It's actually doing the right thing. It just doesn't know about make dir because it's probably create dir. Because this is working, see? I'm finding something interesting about Vimgo, about Vim in general. If it can't find... Oh, wait, now it's working. So it was the install. I take it all back. There it is. See my help up there? So, yeah. Let's see. Name and umask. File mode. Save. And we are good. So making direct or recube direct. We don't even have to check it for its errors, but because if it's there, it'll make it. Otherwise, it won't. Actually, we need to do the parents thing. The home should already be there, so it should not need it. Okay, here we go. Go install. Alrighty. Now what? What do we do now? We do kubectl-login. Or make sure password. Oh, it worketh. It definitely worketh. See, look. See what I said? All right. Dot cube config. Look at that big, beautiful cert data. Look at that wonderful cert data. Set wrap. No wrap. There we go. It did it. Look at that. It's gorgeous. It even gave us a token down here, and it created a context. All of that for the... Yes. Watch this work. Oh, shit. Wait, what? Oh, because it's not in my Etsy host. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. I know how to fix this. That's on purpose. That's doing what it's supposed to, I promise. I promise it's doing what it's supposed to. There. Because we changed one of these to be a DNS name so we could break the cert and then fix it, which we did yesterday. Hosts do not persist beyond a restart of a container. So just so you know, I ran into that the hard way. I don't know why I didn't know that, mostly because I'm dumb. I mean, I'm not dumb. I just haven't done everything, you know? So... Oh, wait. prod.home.rbx. This is going to go away. I won't be there by tomorrow, so that's fine. This will work. Okay, get pods. Why is it taking so long? Why are you taking so long? Oh, my God. It should not take that long. That's probably because I have a network error. You know what? I do have a network error. You know what's happening? The virtual network space of this container engine is not going out to the internet to talk to the 192 network. So that is exactly what's happening. In fact, if I try to ping or SSH or anything, yeah, the only way I could do this is if I added, I mean, I could do that. I could add that IP temporarily to my external facing DNS that's got localized IP addresses. Now this is doing what I needed to. That's the only thing we needed. I'm actually glad I caught those bugs though, because those are, I would not have caught them. If you have a kubeconfig already, you would not get them. This is a valid kubeconfig file. And stuff. Yep. All right. So we should also have a CA in there. Yep. And it should not be visible, even though it's just a public CA. So who gives a shit? And it's still private. That's fine. In case somebody doesn't want to give away their private. All right. We are done. So how do we save this thing? Customizable kubectl plugin. Assumes IDC provider TLS and host. We could say considerations. Duplicate. Let's see. Clone the template. Clone from template. And make custom changes to the following. Intern /certs and intern /clusters. To match your multi-cluster environment. Only supports certificated grant type because pass or flow at the moment. TLS is signed by trusted CA on host. Assumes Kubernetes API server CA is not in host CA trust chain. Yep. And we're done. Yeah, it's funny. Is actually this is totally reusable. Assuming you're using that type of flow. When I add it, one of the reasons I want to put it out there is because I want to add auth flow and create a reasonable solution for auth flow. So yeah. Yep. Yep. That's all there is to it. So let's actually commit it. Which GH. I don't think I need to use a GH auth. I think my Git is going to work for it though. Git add. Commit. Add initial files. Git push -u. Origin. I mean, it's going to not know about my... I got to set up my... I got to add my origin. I forgot to add origin. Git add origin. What is it? Oh, I forgot. Git add origin. I don't do it every day. Git remote add origin. There we go. Git remote add origin. Git at github.com/rob/q. It will actually make a GH repo create is way easier than this. But my auth tokens are off. I have to update them. I don't want to do that on stream. So that's why I'm not doing it. I might end up doing it anyway though. What do we got? Rob/ because this is not going to create this repo. I'm still going to have to create it. And for that, I probably am going to have to log into GitHub. So, yeah. Yeah. Don't get... git push su origin main. Cannot read from the remote repo because it doesn't exist. I may have said that. This is the lame way to make a new repo. I like using the command line for this, but this is the lame old-fashioned way. New repo. Yeah, we'll just make it a template. That I don't think you can. You can do that from the command line. That's right. kubectl login. Yes, I want it to be fetching templates. No, I want it to be a template. Description. Customizable. CTL login plugin. Template. Do add readme no. Get ignored no. License yes. Apache 2. Create. Yep. I don't think this is going to work because I'm going to have a merge conflict. Watch. Told you. Git pull. No tracking information. If you wish to set tracking, then do something else. There's no tracking information for current branch. So every branch you want to merge with. I'm a little scared of this. I did it completely out of order. I usually use GH repo create. It's just so much easier. You know what? You know what? One way to fix this is... yeah, I really just did that. I really did. Yeah, I did that too. Sue me. cd into kubectl-login. Move /tab kubectl-login. Start here. Get status. Oh, look, a brand new thing. Get commit. Oh, it's going to want origin main. Oh, no, it didn't need it. Nice. Refresh. There we go. What the hell is this? Compile your Go projects using SLS and compile. Okay, fine. What was I going to do? Settings. I'll make it into a template. Boom. Let user generate new repository, same directory structure and files. So we want, that is exactly what we want. So now it is listed as a public template. People can make a copy and do their changes and be done with it. So I'm done. That is it. If you want to go play with it, just go clone that. What I would probably do though is make a new repo from a template, and you click on it from repo. You can do it from the command line too, and then you can build your repo off of this one, and you can go in and make your changes to it if you want to. Again, this is just grant type equals password. We probably want to add some auth types, some other ones, and that will probably end up changing the base structure of the cluster data structure, because I mean, maybe not. No, it won't. It won't change it, because we're not going to need anything besides the client ID and the client's secret key. So, I mean, it should be fine. The only difference is we're going to have to figure out, we're going to have to prompt to paste in the token. We're going to have to prompt to paste the token in. And, potentially, I mean, another thing too that this does is this does not use OIDC provide. The one thing that we were not able to confirm, that I am not going to confirm ever, is when using OIDC type auth grant and using auth info sections, the user section of the kubeconfig file, do we get a fresh access token just from kubectl? And I'm almost positive that kubectl does not refresh the access tokens or any behind the scenes cache, that actually has to be done by the plugin. So if that's true, then even the auth flow, we're still going to have to push off the access token expiration to be a full day. And that day may be manifest in, I don't know if it'll be manifest in the expiration dates of the refresh token, or if the refresh token itself will be set to a day, or if the access token itself will be set to a day. Either way, it doesn't matter. Hey, Elcrow. So, because I'm not going to be working on that. This is a very specific use case. It addresses my needs. I will play with the auth grant stuff when I set up my own clusters here at home. But for right now, Minikube is covering me, man. Minikube is totally covering all my bases. More now than ever before. Now that I know that I can get into the KVM instance of it running and just mess with its CA and all that stuff, I can actually learn a lot just from Minikube. So I don't know if I'm going to need to do more than that. How I organize my life tasks? No, it wouldn't be useful for me to make such a video, because I am all over the board. I change all the time. Yeah, I know. I'm somewhat organized, more organized now than before, but I go between many different things. Right now I'm kind of in like zombie work mode. I get up, I work forever, I study, I go to sleep, I watch a few movies, I get up at work and do it again. I don't even go outside. So it would be a really bad time for me to write about how to manage your life, because I suck at it. And I'm now healed. I actually had some injuries, and so I won't get into it, but I wasn't able to ride for a while, and now I can again, so I'm going to be putting that back in. You're trying a bunch of stuff. ADHD trying some, getting anywhere. Yeah, I don't have an answer for that really. So All I can say is that the only thing I have left to do, which is entirely offline, so I'm going to stop the stream now, is to take the changes I made to this plugin and adapt them to what I need at work. Because the code, and then essentially write the same code at work, more or less. It's going to be different code for sure, but it's the same idea. And so researching the idea behind getting how to get this code to work was totally doable, so that the final code that I deploy at work will work and be accepted by everybody, and the PR will go in just fine. So I actually need to build a release tool, and I don't have one in here on purpose right now, maybe a template. If I were to make a release to this, all it would do is log you into my servers, right? So I really am not going to do the build part here. That'll probably be a work task that I do. And so yeah, as far as things go, I think that's going to be it. That's going to be it for me on YouTube. Bye, YouTube.